Well, guys, this is the party episode, as you can see by the crazy party hat. Well, crazy. We get 100% on Juiced on the PS2, which was our goal for this series, for this playthrough. So, thought I'd, shake it up a bit. But now we're going to ignore the face cam. We're going to focus solely on the gameplay. We needed 1,000 respect of Sue. That's all we needed to get 100% of the game. We actually had 1,000 respect with Sue. Then we had a bit of beef with her. We banged her up in some of the races, and then we lost respect for her. So I tried to upgrade the Viper and have the last thing we need for 1,000 respect to be done with the Viper, but I was too trash with the Viper. I was up to class 1. I couldn't control the damn thing. So I ended up using the NSX here, which I didn't really do too good with either. The Subi, no, not the Subi, sorry, the Skyline is definitely the best thing for show-offs, but it didn't really matter. Didn't need too much respect. 1,000 respect with Sue. Congratulations, 100% complete. Prototype mods for all cars unlocked, and also some arcade stuff. So basically, we have 100% of the game. We have unlocked prototype mods for every single car. So the first thing we do is we get the Viper to the absolute max, of course, and that's basically what you'll see. You'll see me racing around with the Viper, the best car in the game, the quickest car in the game, the hardest car in the game to control. So basically, the rest of the gameplay you'll see from me, guys, is me messing around with the Viper. So I hope you enjoyed. Class 1 Viper is crazy, and we still had a host challenge to complete, which was weird. I found it funny how we had 100% completed, but we haven't done a host challenge yet. It's weird that we had that before the host challenge. But either way, this is a good intro to a 100% or outro, I guess, to a 100%. We have two Dodge Vipers going up against each other. My Dodge Viper and Maria's Dodge Viper, exactly the same. Both prototype. Mine has high horsepower because I upgraded it. The AI actually doesn't do that, which I thought was a bit funny, but this was a very close race. My first time sort of using the Viper in Class 1 in this playthrough, so I was a little bit nervous. I didn't want to lose the host challenge either, which meant I would have had to do a bit more racing, so I was sort of hoping that I'd definitely finish the challenge. But yeah, I'm just racing here with Maria. This is probably one of the easier tracks to use the Viper on because it's wide, and because the Viper, it's just so powerful. It sways around, moves around a lot. So this is sort of a good intro race for using the Class 1 Viper, which was good. And it's just so difficult to control. It's crazy. If you guys have played through this game, you guys know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't played through this game yet, I definitely recommend getting the Viper, putting it in Class 1, and just trying to race with it, because it is frustrating, I'll admit. But it's also fun and satisfying when you win a race with this Viper, because it's just so hard to control. We end up blitzing Maria towards the end here because, like I said, this track is very wide. As you can see, not that it matters there, I just keep hitting the wall side to side, even though we have so much space. And I'm getting a bit worried about Jack. He likes us a little bit too much now. I'm getting a little bit too worried. In the last episode, we saw what the real Jack looks like, and I don't swing that way. Either way, Jack, 3,000 respect with him. But yeah, the rest of this episode, I'm basically just taking you through the stats and the rest of the stuff that happens. And then the final episode will just be some races with the Class 1 Viper. So this is a few of the other menus in the game that I believe I haven't showed. This is like a respect graph, which is pretty cool. It's cool to add it into the game. It's quite random, but hey ho, it's here. Obviously everything's going to be above 1,000 because everyone froths us, and the rest is just, there's a lot of stats here that we can look at. Obviously the Viper is our most valuable car. Huge value. There's a Subi. We had a lot of prototype mods on that as well. Those are the main things that we can see here in the value wise. And the least valuable is there's a car. The CRX is worth 1,000. That's all it's worth. That's crazy. The Viper's worth like 200,000, and the CRX is worth 1,000. We spent the most money on the Viper because the prototype mods were like 200,000, which is crazy. So yeah, it's really cool how the game offered all these stats here. The most winnings with the Viper, no, it's not. Yeah, the GTI. I was about to say, we probably did the most races with the GTI. I didn't think the Viper would have the most wins, but I think that takes into the account bets you've placed. So basically, whatever car you used to bet against Popper, who bets like $200,000 a race, is going to have the highest amount of winnings. And the rest of the cars here, that's just the winnings just from doing the challenges, which also counts for it, which I thought was pretty funny. So yeah, that's the winnings. And then the profit. This will be interesting. Some things will be profitable, some things will definitely not be profitable. But as you can see, the Golf 206 GTI is up there with as you can see, it's at the top on most of the stat things. It's probably the most used car, and it was all the way back in Class 8 at the start of the game, which is interesting too. So yeah, that's the profit. And the races, that 3000 GT stat is a lie, because there's a glitch you can do in the game, which I didn't really show you guys. There will be a complete full playthrough uploaded to the channel at some stage where you'll be able to spot it. But basically, when they ring you for normally, whilst playing the game, you get phone calls all the time for races asking for pink slip races, and half the time I just don't want to do them. I'm focusing on doing other things, and I don't want to lose respect on that person at the same time. So there's a way that you can end the pink slip without losing your car and without losing respect. Basically, there's a screen. It's the betting screen. That's when you can choose to leave the event then, and for some reason you can leave the pink slip without losing your car or respect, but you lose the race, which was interesting. That's why there's so many pink slip races of 3000 GT, because that's the car I just picked. I was in Class 12 for the majority of the game, and that was the first car on the list. Click that, leave. That's basically why 3000 GT was like that. And the rest is just information about the city. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. And yeah, I'll see you on the final episode where we have a few more Dodge Viper races. So get excited for that, guys. I'll see you then.
Angel City. Lying on the Pacific Ocean close to the border with Mexico, Angel City is a microcosm of West Coast culture. In spite of its desert climate, Angel City is sheltered from dry winds by cooling mountain ranges to the north and east. It enjoys the best weather from July to September, with temperatures soaring to the high 90s. But by November, it's getting cool and wet. The beach vendors are packing up and the days are getting shorter. For the street racers, it's business as usual. At the present moment, there are 8 crews running in the city, across 7 major districts. To earn the full run of each district, you'll have to gain the respect of every one of these crews. And of course, you'll need cars and a crew capable of winning every type of event. San Ricardo. If downtown is the heart of the city, San Ricardo is the main artery, connecting the wealthy Campbell Hills district with the city center. Its expensive boutiques, alternative restaurants, and bustling nightlife make it a favorite haunt of movie stars, musicians, and artists. For street racing fans, it's also the ideal place to show off your latest work of art, to be recognized and caught on camera. San Ricardo is where you'll find TK and the Urban Maulers crew. Campbell Hills. Nestled in the cool foothills of the city's eastern mountains, Campbell Hills is home to the rich and famous of Angel City. Amongst the quiet, tidy suburban plots and winding clifftop drives, the local youth pursue one another in tricked-up cars for cash and respect. Biggie Mombasa and the local AWB crew won't pretend to make you welcome in their fraternity, but they will respect skillful sprinting. Downtown. In the downtown district beats the heart of Angel City. With its sophisticated high-rise architecture, downtown is the financial and business district crisscrossed by wide boulevards and cut through by fast underpasses and the San Gabriel River. Its cafe culture and exotic restaurants attract scores of well-off street racing fans from all over the city. They're out to see and be seen, to race and win in the center's generous streets. Downtown is home to the legendary Sue Yen and her Vixens crew. Angel North Central. Lying in the floodplain of the San Gabriel River to the east of the city, Angel North Central is famous for its oil fields and straight, quiet highways favored by the street racing community. Some of the best sprint racing takes place through the oil fields. Angel North Central is also home to Angel City Stadium and racetrack, where street crews run organized events and sponsored race days. Angel North is home to the ladies who rule the streets, Maria and the fast girls of the Wildcats crew. Angel West Side. Angel West Side is the industrial heart of Angel City. With its power stations and chemical factories, it's not the most scenic area of Angel City. Angel West Side is the home turf of rich kid Jack Walker and the Omega Tau crew. Southside Beach. Southside Beach is the place where Angel City likes to party. It is here that all the city's major parades take place, and when the highways are closed, Southside Beach provides the perfect place for the street racers to show off in public. The straight, fast beachfront boulevards contrast sharply with the winding back streets and hill roads at the north end of Ocean Drive. Here is where you'll find street racing beach babe Melody and her public chaos crew. East Angel Island. Tucked away on the commercial waterfront, East Angel Island is where you'll find the city's harbor and merchant district. It is here, in the quiet streets and open docklands, that many racers prefer to indulge their passion. Access is via the city's two key bridges, the distinctive Blue Bay Suspension Bridge and the old Ironsides Bridge. East Angel Island is the favorite haunt of Papa Z and his Lord's crew, street racers with a lot of interest in the import and export business. Anderson, one of the toughest hoods in Angel City, and where you'll find one of the proudest and meanest street racing crews. With its low-rent housing and rundown industrial areas, it's not the most attractive part of Angel City. However, if you want to break into the street racing scene, here's where you'll need to make your mark. The River Merced divides Anderson, home of the sinister Carlos and the Mean Legion crew.